clan tech, little outdated. Of course, he got his own organization now alongside Infi and TH. More of a streaming organization than a player's organization, but hey, a team is a team. And on the other side, representing the Lao Pao Esports Club, the best name for an organization in the history of WarCraft 3, is Fortitude.
Very relevant in this new DreamHack season, what the map pool pertains. In the previous season, it was really tough for Orc because there were arguably 3 bad maps for Orc in this matchup. Amazonia, Autumn Leaves, Tidehunters. The new Autumn Leaves is much better, and Amazonia is out. So kind of the only really bad map left is Tidehunters, and understandably was vetoed by Fly. So we're kind of left with 3 slightly favored Orc maps. Concealed, Echo Isles, Northern Isles, especially Echo, is really good for Orc. But that didn't help in the first round for Fly either. Still lost that game. You really got to be clean the early. Your creep route has to work out well. You have to scout well, and you cannot lose grunts. And if you manage all that, and perhaps even cancel an expansion, then you're going to be sitting pretty in the mid game. And that's what needs to happen. That's, of course, all easier said than done. Because if the keeper catches you off guard just once, he very clearly will take that advantage.
Yeah, you have to be on point 100% of the time to not fall victim to the entangling roots. So far, we see a Blade Master on Fly's side, maybe learned a bit from Lin showing that mirror image that makes Rumo all so excited every single time he sees it as an early build. Fortitude, so far, so standard. Fly checks this out. Pretty much both players know what they're up against.
And again, we have the Archer pulling the Merchant to make this creep impossible for the Blade, or at least very hard. And Fly adjusts. He's not going for his Merchant. He's going across to the other side of the map, going for perhaps the opponent's Merchant, or to be aggressive. Could be doing both, and the Peon Scout sees where the Keeper is going, distracts him. That's a nice play. It's a very good opening build by Fly here. Strong adjustment from the player.
Yeah, this is what we expected, right? To show up in shape again. Gloves, circlet, nice start for him, as well as the tier 2. And 40, a relatively slow tier 2, but at least he gets it. Not the greatest items for him either. So in the very first 3 minutes, slight advantage Fly.
Oh, the timing here is wonderful. He pulls back the grunt just as the Keeper was about to come in. Those slippers, this Blade Master is looking quite enviously at the Keeper. Grunt should be able to get saved. Keeper has, however, a lot of mana. Is he really chasing so far for this Grunt kill? It's nighttime. He doesn't have Ultra Vision yet. Doesn't see it anymore. Good save by Fly. And now he's about to get the Telestaff as well.
You know 40, he's always been super aggressive, bloodthirsty, I want to say. But yeah, maybe a little too much. Replenishment potion sold instead of using it. Values the gold a little more. Finances the Telestaff for it, you were absolutely right. And now what's the Keeper doing exactly? Just attacking a building, and that's pretty much it. But of course keeps the Blade Master up in the north, as there's an expansion in the south, but there's a Peon coming, and remember that Telestaff.
And that's for sure going to be a cancel. The Keeper, if he had his own staff, could perhaps prevent this, but that is not the case. So instead, the Keeper's at least going to try to creep as well as he can. Going to go for the green here. That's pretty standard. That will be scouted for, and that exposes the Grunt.
Okay. Can Fly get elasted here? That would be sick. Nope. Big turtle. Number 2 goes to the Keeper, who's not using Entangle so much yet. Even using Hunches now. Is there an AP? Are there Wisps? I don't think so.
That one Grunt is going down though. And I wonder, Fly should have perhaps scouted for this not with a Grunt, but rather with a Peon. But anyways, Grunt goes down. Blade Master's here to do something. Could kill the Archer if he wants to commit the speed scroll, but ideally you want to save that. I guess even without, it's going to work out. Deny a bit off the mark. But Fly satisfied with this game. Expansion was delayed for a long while. The Keeper is still not level 3. And his Shadowhunter is on the way.
True. In the meantime, tech at 50%. Not the biggest deal, I guess. Blade Master checking things out. His staff is off cooldown in just 17 seconds. Can he still cancel this? Keeper is coming in, but a little further away than he wanted to.
Fly with a blind read. He didn't have scout info here, but he certainly expected the expansion. He was right. He even popped the speed scroll to get there fast. Another cancel, and now Fortitude is really in hot water. This keeper strat is strong, we all know that, but it does require an expo. It's not playable on one base.
Not successfully, at least. You can try, but what's the win rate, really? Also, no distraction with an Ancient Protector that oftentimes costs resources, and without an expansion you don't have that. Fly opening up the Snake Pit, Shaman, Beastery, Warmill. Pretty typical build here. We're gonna see a Wyvern most likely, Shaman for the spell, and then waiting for the big fights.
Yeah, I like that. Fly this time comes in prepared with a really good opening build, and again, I keep harping on it, but I do so because it's true. The early game, your build, and a good early is so crucial for the orc. If you can manage that, then you can move into the mid game. You cannot fall behind, and he didn't. The grunt went down, yes, that was the one thing that was not perfect, but everything else was amazing. 2 expo cancels, keeper slowed down and creeping, wonderful early for Fly, and now he's got a huge lead on map 1.
Let's look at a spirit lodge though. What's next?
Is it the Witch Doctor or is it the second Shaman, which would probably be more impactful? Of course, I'm gonna obey. And Todd, there you go. It's a Shaman. And it's a Shadow Hunter dead.
He walked out before the Shaman was ready, when the Blade Master was not covering him. And that's the first real mistake in this game for Fly. It is painful. It's not game losing though. Level 1 Shadow, gonna be back very soon. This did take Fortitude some time. And 40 is still not expanding. This is still, I would say, still Fly with the lead here.
Wyvern might be sniped here. Alchemist is getting some levels too. Stealing away this merchant. Yeah, that is a comeback mechanism, of course, that so often happens to Fly. This time not the Blade Master, but the Shadow Hunter. And I want to argue that the Shadow Hunter is even more important in this matchup.
Yeah, you need to get level 3 with him quickly, and that now will slow down tremendously. Creeping the Natural has lots of experience, but it's not an easy camp to go for, especially if the Night Elf is close by, which is certainly the case here. Blade Master has been sent out again to look for an expo cancel. If he looks in the corner, he's going to find it, but the Telestaff is not ready to join the rest of his army.
He finds the tree again, though. Pretty impressive Fly scouting. But man, he needs to be ready for this creep check. Fortitude, where are you going? Backstabbing, I guess. Has to reposition the army a little bit. Alchemist was trailing behind. Can he get that Shadow Hunter again? I think this, like, interrupting the creep is already enough to cause damage here.
Kodo moving forward, doesn't get the Devour, but forces the Hunts to run away. To not put in damage, but rather to have to step away. This is pretty cool. Also, we see the value of the Windrider. Right now in a position like this, for example, being able to see above the trees and for a Night Elf to flank around the tree line, so valuable. Lyn the first to really do this heavily. A lot of the orcs nowadays doing just the same. And Fortitude, he's known for being, perhaps not stubborn, but certainly insistent on playing tier 2. Many Night Elves, when stuck on one base, will go tier 3. But he won't. We have tier 2 still only, and the Tree of Life this time coming up in the main. If this one gets scouted and cancelled as well, that would be pretty crazy.
Here we go, though. Blade Master level 2.5. Checking out the base if it's not bottom right. It must be somewhere here. Oh, Fly, you god. Staff's back. With Entangle? Is that enough? Is that entangling? Is that entangling? There we go.
Yeah, level 2 Entangle should be enough to save this. But it's safety to creep for the Shadow.
Is it enough, though? Remo, if only the Blade Master had mirror.
I know.
It had mirror image now. Like, for real. That would have been a kill with mirror image.
I know.
I know you know.
Dude, after the game earlier, I immediately messaged Hitman. I was like, bro, you gotta play mirror image second. Like, not memeing, I think this has to be the new meta. It opens up so many options of expo cancels. Anyways. Even without it, expansions were cancelled many a time, which is the big problem here for 40 this game. But he's looking for the creep deck. He's got a pretty good army right now. 46 supply, going in for the creep deck. The Orcs at the Fountain, yes, but the creep camp is still engaged.
Okay, the dragon, of course, causing quite some damage. Blade Master was low anyway, thanks to that Tree of Life attack. Finally level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, but also 50% down. Wyvern about to fall. This dragon fighting for Fortitude. He bribed him.
Last hit goes to the Night Elf. Rune Bracers on the ground, passed over. What happened?
Where?
Some items were on the ground.
What?
Shadow in trouble again, and no way to save him. The Shadow Hunter falls once more. Oh no, Fly! With the hero loss and so many units going down as well.
Oh my god. Never fight an orc at a fountain, they say. But, you know, not every rule applies all the time. Except, of course, go mirror image second versus Night Elf. But yeah, this is another grunt down. This is Fly at 37. And he, like, the Keeper got the Rune Brace. I was checking all the heroes. Oh no, the Godo as well! Disaster!
Fly again. You know, the first Shadow Hunter loss, I think, wasn't that painful, but this one certainly was. And it's the same mistake again. He doesn't respect the Entangle Focus Fire enough. You always have to be aware of that possibility. You have to have one Shaman in range for the Purge. He didn't have the Shaman. He used the Speed Scroll, but he couldn't run because it was entangled. And these are the mistakes that Fly didn't used to make, but is making now, and might be costing him the advancement into the playoffs.
Brute forcing this Great Hall. Easy to do with Huntress. No chance. He might suffer a little bit thanks to the tower, but yeah, no second base. Fly going for the Overlord, hoping for a big item. Do we have a tree? Yeah, Fortitude finally gets the Tree of Life up. And even this creep doesn't work properly.
He finally has this around now, but such a tiny army. This early Kodo is cool and all, but I still feel that you should make one Windrider, and then even if it feels inefficient, stop bestiary production and just go more into grunts and shaman and upgrades. We talked about that before. This one Kodo in a big army, yes, effective. In a small army, not so much. And finally, Fortitude has his expansion, and because he's been trading so well, he's even very rich. And now he's got the winning position. Oh, how heartbreaking. This really should have been Fly's game. It's not over yet, but now it's looking bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Fly, though, always has the capability to all of a sudden explode and in a fight do miraculous things that nobody expects. Tome of Agility, not too bad. So yeah, if Fly rise up to 1000% in a fight, he might have a shot, but Romantic Fortitude, former Romantic, good fighting spirit. Oh, staff goes through even. He just has to defend and hold and win.
Yeah, depending on how much damage Fly can do here, maybe he can stabilize with his own expansion. Blade Master taking a lot of damage from this entangle. Again, no mirror image to save him out of that one. It's just such a big archer backline. 2-1 upgraded. Yeah, Fly definitely cannot take this fight.
That fight at the fountain will haunt him until the end of days. Ooh, that was real bad. 64 supply against 48 only. 20 supply almost, and the expo starts running. Do we have a tier 3? No, 40 almost never goes tier 3. Just ends the game quicker by overwhelming with mass, flooding the orc, and so far this is looking great.
Crazy comeback by Fortitude. Good mindset by him being displayed, being down so far after the early game, but still was looking for his way back into the game, and the creep jack at the fountain, that was the way back into it. Fly feeling too confident there with the healing. But guess what? Those hunts also appreciate the healing. And now those hunts providing the front line for the archers from the back, and this looks to be an easy fight for the Night Elf.
Yeah, he can just snipe the Kodo, the Raiders, even the Shadow Hunters at 50%. He doesn't even have too much mana anymore. Trying to fight his way out with Lightning Shield, but he got a distraction rod, I feel. Damage is okay, but man, this is just an orc army falling. Everything Crimson Mask. The fight is all over the place. Arrow to the knee, and Blade Master dies. This gotta be game.
Alchemist level 5 already.
Yeah,
How did he level up so fast?
Great recovery by Fortitude. Fly is trying to keep the pieces together, but there's not too many pieces. This is a puzzle for 2-year-olds.
The good thing is on the following maps, things are gonna be easier for Fly, at least in the early game. So you can still certainly bring this back, but this is a nice confidence booster.
Did he cancel that expo? I'm not too sure. It was about to be finished and took a lot of damage, so hard to say. Shadowhunter trying to carry this. And this desperation. The peons do good damage against archers, actually.
They're doing their part. But they will be taken out if the shadow falls a third time. There will be a fitting end to this game. Oh my goodness.
Good
Wait.
saves.
How did he just miss? Did you see that? The hunters missed the attack.
Is this a uphill situation?
No.
WarCraft is so weird, dude.
Wait, how does that make sense? Melee units can miss if the opponent is too far out of range when they attack. Do hunters just count as semi-melee or something?
But then they would benefit from Vamp Aura, no?
Very strange.
It is. It is.
I'm sure the Twitch chat experts will know, or at least pretend to.
It can't be that obvious, otherwise we would have heard from Todd already.
Strange.
See? Fly holding on to D-Life.
Yeah, can't blame him for not trying. One Blade Master and a Dream here seems to be his mantra. The Blade is back. Who died with a potion. Yikes. But that was very close. He just barely made it to the shop when he fell.
Yeah, I think he bought it and then died. Mirror image now to get out of there. Finally learned a little bit too late for that, though. Would have given him an edge in the early game. Probably saved him. But okay, maybe with a million crits, this game might turn around.
And Fortitude is going to respect this for now. He falls back. And he is, in fact, about to reach tier 3.
Wow.
With that, lots more upgrades coming.
That tells me that he's 99% sure to win the game. Otherwise, he would just mass up to even higher supply numbers. Well, maybe he just wants more upgrades. He's at 2-2. Like, why does this not work? I'm pressing the button for the upgrade, but the technology just isn't there yet.
Soon it will be. We haven't seen Transmute in a long time, by the way.
Yeah, because everybody taps out before you can cast it because it's so OP and wins every game.
Neo still holds true to his mission.
It is so OP, dude. It makes no sense to have these values on on Transmute.
True, it is crazy strong, as some ultimates are. But normally we see the triple hero, so that's why I guess Alchemist normally doesn't get there. But no Potom here. This time, Alchemist with full mana looking now to put the nail in the coffin. Again, more than double the supply. That's already the second time today. Kind of crazy.
Okay, let's see if Fly can cause a miracle here. Lightning Shield, okay. Mana looking decent, but no mana potion. 174 crit, can definitely be happy with that. Kodo tries to eat, but just can't grab anything. Dies starving.
And it's, yeah.
Yep.
Numbers overwhelming. GG is called 1-0 for 40. After a very strong comeback and Fly kind of bungling this game.
Did Fly not get the memo? It's supposed to be the revenge time here for the guys that lost the first time around. Apparently not. Fortitude's looking really good in that matchup, I gotta say. Like, it's not like he's doing some weird cheese or something. No, he's just straight up with beautiful execution the whole time. He knows how to adapt to everything. His tree got found, he immediately canceled, didn't bother trying to take it for too long. I'm very impressed with him.
Fly cut down 4 expansions or something, even the one in the main. But what broke his neck was pretty much just the fight at the fountain, right?
Yeah, what a kickjack to turn it all around. I think he just got a bit overconfident. He felt like this early game was so good. I don't have to be worried about a fight. I'm just gonna get the item, heal up at the fountain, and then, take the fight from there. But I lost way too much, way too quickly. Shaman, it turns out, die very fast, whether they're at the fountain or not.
Why is he not going Mirror Image earlier, though? I think we've pretty much settled that it's the single best spell in the entire game right now. Like, how do you not go for that? I feel like these guys, they never watch. I mean, in Fly's case, I guess he wouldn't watch the English broadcast because he wouldn't understand most of it. But I feel like too few players actually rewatch or watch VODs. I know for my own tournament, like, okay, here's the thing. I feel like we're always dropping knowledge bombs, all of us. So it would be beneficial the players to rewatch the VODs, listen to what we said, and be like, oh yeah, no, they were right. I should have done this or this. Like, of course you can watch the replay as well, but no, you literally got us doing the work for you. And actually, I never watched my own VODs, after I play in the tournament, but I feel like I should now. Maybe Remo is just like in there dropping knowledge bombs. I should have done this. I should have done that.
Todd, we all know you watched every single one of our broadcasts, so...
I don't watch neither my wins or my losses, but the losses, I think I should, honestly. I think there could be some valid points brought up. I feel like so many times, like I said, we say good stuff, and like the players will never watch it, so they'll never figure it out necessarily for themselves unless they watch the replay and come to the same conclusion. But it's easier for us because we're watching in real time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we are right most of the time, not at all. I would rather say the players
Every
mostly
time.
have the right idea, and we tend to be wrong more often than them. But there's certainly a truth to what you're saying. A new perspective is always valuable, even if it might be wrong. And secondly, sometimes you, even if you're the better player, will be wrong. My favorite example of this is 3 years ago, whenever that was, when the ring buff first came in, I was talking to some players and being like, man, on the right hero, rings are really good. And Hawk was like, no, I sell them every time. And there was a WGL. He had Alchemist on 1 armor. He found 2 rings, sold them both, and guess what? The Alchemist died really quickly. It took him 2 years to finally get out of that mindset that rings are trash. Rings can be good in the right scenario. Even if, Todd may not see this exactly the same way, but you see the point, right? Sometimes you just have an old mindset that needs to be replaced. And I think for orcs, that's oftentimes the case. The old mindset is you have to go crit. Blade Master is the crit master. Why would you play Blade if you don't go crit? Yeah, it's good, but Mirror Image can be better in the right situation.
Which is every game.
It's just every game, is that so? I'm having some issues connecting at the moment. Gonna try to get into this game as fast as possible. But you can go on for a bit.
Just listen to Papa Remo, guys. He knows all. He knows everything.
Yeah, Echo Isles. I think this is gonna be a much better map for Fly here for our second one. This is a super simple map. You always know where the keeper's gonna be. You oftentimes don't even need to peon scout because you know what he's doing. Although if you don't, you run the risk that he's gonna be greedy creeping. Although that is usually suicidal. But there's only limited things the keeper can do early. It's not like on Concealed Hill, where with the staff he can go everywhere across the map. It's pretty easy to follow him around. And normally, it should be easy to not fall behind early. And that's the sad thing about map 1. Fly played the early really well, didn't fall behind. In fact, he got ahead, and then he lost the advantage in the mid-game, which is unusual for this matchup because of a bit of overconfidence that struck him there when he was creeping the fountain. So, Fly, he cleaned up his early game. Now he needs to make sure he stays concentrated moving on beyond the early.
There's only one map on which there is a health fountain in the solo map pool, so it can create those scenarios where sometimes you're not really sure. Like you're just looking at the opponent's army, you're like, do I know? Like, who's this better for? Is better for me? No, it's better for him. And then it's like, it's a little too late. You've already taken the engagement. It's very hard to get out of there properly. So it can definitely create those scenarios. That shouldn't happen here on Echo Isle. Like, this is literally the longest standing map in the map pool on most days. I wonder why it's still there. Like, seriously. But
I know that feeling.
They know the map extremely well, in particular Fly. Big Blade Master using himself. I think the plan should be pretty straightforward. Just look for some items, try to gain some momentum, and then just do well from there. By the way, last game, Fortitude sniped the Expo when he was almost finished. That has happened so many times. I don't know how he times it so well. Maybe he knows the time of the day, on the WarCraft clock that you have in game, but I feel like I've seen that move from him now multiple times.
Yeah, true.
And
Also something that usually can only do when you're ahead or you really catch your opponent out of position. So Fly again needs to really concentrate, not give up an advantage, or not give an advantage in the first place, and not give up one if he has one. And then this is still very much doable for him.
we have to look at the standings again, because at the moment Fly is below the cutoff point. He's below Remind for the 16th slot. He has to score. He has to go to the quarters. Otherwise, we won't have one of the greatest orcs of all time at the $130,000 World Championship at the end of the year. Would almost be a tragedy. But he got faith in his own hands, especially with Lawlight and Sock out. It was a great opportunity for him. Just has to seize it here on Echo Isles. Fortitude, upper left-hand side, punching for the quarterfinal. Fly, upper right, fighting for survival.
With what so far looks very standard. Some orcs have been playing the Fasty Headhunters in this matchup. Fly, not so much. As he told us in the interview, he loves the Blade Master. And I can understand him. He's one of the coolest heroes in the game. Also, one of the hardest to play. Thinking about it, Blade Master is probably the hardest hero to play in the game. By a good margin, I would think.
I think Starshape would argue that it's definitely the bottom. Yeah. To have to orb walk all the time, you know, it's really, really tough.
Oh yeah.
But you need a...
And you know that the tough thing with bottom is also you're playing hunts at the same time, so that's also really execution heavy, you know, so... Oof.
You need to have the best A-clicks in the world to make that work, that's for sure. A lot of A-clicking there as well. But yeah, Blade Master requires great movement, great timings. You need to have all the timings down for everything, not just your own, but also the of the opponent. And also one of the more ping-dependent heroes, I would say, especially with last hitting.
Yeah. And like, you need to be so in tune with how the Blade Master works. Like the attack speed, the stats gain, the mana management,
the turn
the
rate,
scouting, the windwalk timing, everything. That's why, you know, all the players who can play Blade well, they have been spamming Blade so many games. If you jump into WarCraft and you start playing Orc, you can't just start playing Blade Master well right away. That's why it's Fly, it's Focus, it's Hitman, it's Lin. Those guys really have mastered the Blade because it takes a long, long time. Starting off with something like Fasty Headhunter is much easier, but Blade, it's going to require some dedication.
That might be the reason why our dear Blizzard devs made Farseer Headhunters a little strong, you know? Make WarCraft a little more noob-friendly. It's all part of the big picture.
Look at that wisp, by the way, by Fortitude. He pulled the Trapper to make this blade creeping for the blade harder, ideally preventing it, but he does get it. Picks up the big invul potion. Very good item.
Especially when you want to cosplay a woodchuck again and cancel these trees, because if you're invulnerable, can't be entangled.
Forces are under attack.
That is the knowledge bombs that Todd was talking about here.
Absolutely. Oh, race to the staff. $1,900 it becomes available.
Fly has no slot.
What do you sell?
Oh, I think.
Self,
Yeah. One stock heal self. Oh, the block! He's trapped. Needs to get out. Fly, if he goes in, he can't get out. This is a weird situation.
At least the staff is on cooldown. That's kind of relevant, I guess. But yeah, getting that staff is big. Fly ideally would love to pick up some more items, get level 2, and importantly, not allow Keeper level 3. Would love to see a Peon. Didn't he have a Peon Scout a moment ago?
It is the bottom left-hand side at the expo.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
Sneaky.
Forces are under attack.
The Archer sees the creeping happening, but because Fly forced the staff earlier, there is some time before the Keeper shows up. Speed scroll, boost, get out of there, and it's not bad for Fly.
True. I'm pretty impressed with how well Fortitude is using Archers and Wisp once again to disrupt creeping of the blade. We have an expansion bottom right, and Fly doesn't see it there.
And the peon could find it maybe, but at the moment he's just... Now he's moving the peon again. Okay. There's two spots. Either the one where we see it right now or next to the Merc. So he's probably going to see it soon. At that point, it might be a bit too late, however. But I think Fly is alright with this. The Keeper's level 2, but far away from level 3. Blade got some good items. He got some Mercs. He's got early Dispel. Didn't lose a single unit yet. Again, good early game for the Orc.
Just has to carry it over the finish line then, huh? And needs to scout more. Fly seems a little bit confused. Sends the peon up. He's like, isn't there supposed to be a creep going on? Isn't there supposed to be an expansion somewhere? Checks the gold mine, checks the north, and now that's the third position where you can plant the tree. Should be confirmed now. And will the Blade Master turn around immediately to cut it down? It's at 50%, pretty much precisely.
There's a cool play available here. Fly knows he's being chased. He could creep level 2 right now at the green for the mirror image. And with that, maybe have enough damage, but it's 800 HP on the tree. It's pretty late. I don't know if he would even have enough then.
Stutter stepping, but only level 1. Here's the Entangle. You don't want to commit the Potion of Invulnerability for this, do you? No, no, no.
No, definitely not. I think Fly is alright with his expansion coming up.
Player's forces are
His
under
shadow
attack.
timing and everything is looking good. He's going to have the first Shaman out. He's already got the Shadow Priest for Dispel. And as he is aware, the Keeper is far away from 3. Fly going to creep this very safely.
Okay. Tier 2 reached. On both sides. Alchemist out.
Dispel, where is it? Fly!
Oh, way too late. That Berserker. Big XP jump right away for the Alchemist.
That's a huge mistake.
Yep.
What was that? This entangle that would last 6 seconds or something.
If only the Berserker had mirror image, eh?
The Shadow Priest was right next to it.
And the Shaman was there as well. Well, you know,
Sad to see Fly make these mistakes. I don't know what happened. He would have never made that last year.
well, he's just a streamer. Entangle Acid Bomb on that level 1 Blade Master. He's not as sturdy as he would be on a higher level. Lack of armor, of course.
Player's forces are under
And this is so much time for 40 to get that second gold mine running.
Double level 1 heroes for the Orc doesn't feel too good. Although he is close to double level 2. Gets it now on the Shadow. Alchemist running across the map to clear out the natural. There's going to be level 2 for him as well. He just hit daytime, by the way. So now we got heal scrolls available. Normally also, this is where the Blade Master wants to go right now.
player's
But even
forces are
slightly
under
delayed, I
attack.
think he should still get it.
Alchemist creeping up. Ring of Protection. This is one of the heroes where we say an early ring is incredible on this hero, as it jumps from 1 to 4 armor. And with that, especially against Blade Master, a lot more resilient. Shadow Hunter has used a heal wave on himself. Can he get that last hit? He should. Playing around it. Okay, Shadow gets it. Item as well. Ring of Reach and Gloves of Haste. This time the Dispel is there, but it's not enough. Shadow Priest dead.
Keeper's gonna need some moon juice, but the moon was looking amazing.
Oh, Remo.
Full to the brim.
You know what they say, right? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm the bearer of bad news here, though. It is Critical Strike second, not Mirror Image. Don't be mad at me, please. Was my choice.
I think here it's fine. Like, so late. When he already has Purge, I'm like, alright, you know what? Let's go. Let's do it. But if he gets level 2 super early, and especially if there's an Expo cancel available. But yeah, would still like to see Mirror Image on 3. Look at that, right now it would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? But he does survive here. Shadowhunter got the level 3. Got some good items. Ring of Region also on the blade is going to be helpful. He's got the heal scroll, but 10 supply lead for 40 already.
Getting caught. There's no TP, no potion, but he doesn't want to commit to this just yet. Fly is counter expanding instead of all in pushing. This might work. It's already at 1/3. Expo for Fortitude is running now as well. For just a little bit though, so he still has to pay off.
Yeah, the painful loss here was the Berserker early. Losing the Shadow Priest is all right.
Yeah.
But if he had a Berserker right now with this army, this would be so much more damage and so much more potential to be aggressive now himself and to buy time for his Expo. But with only 4 Grunts and 2 Shaman, there's limited things he can do here aggressively.
0-2 upgrades for the Grunts about to finish. I like that. Even ahead of an updated Acid Bomb.
Player's forces are under attack.
So it's not even minus armor here.
The Keeper is chasing. You immediately have to expect the Entangle. Kind of lucky you didn't get more focus fire there, but you have to be right there with the Purge.
A little bit of a stalemate situation here now, right? Nobody is really willing to fight. Both are going for 2 bases. Both know this is not a peak of performance yet. They wait for bigger upgrades. Fly builds a Beastery. Fortitude going for more and more upgrades. Items as well. Doesn't have the necessary levels. But they decide, okay, somehow we have to brawl now.
Alright, in we go. Blade Master to the back. The Grunts should be targeting the Archers. Fly could also be doing that a bit better. Serpent Wards though being spawned. This is still a decent fight for Fly. Because Fortitude's heroes are so underleveled.
Yeah, and if they treat evenly, Blade Master catches the heal wave. Oh man, these archers were suffering. Grunts and lightning shields did a good job. Fly, is he overcommitting? Will he fall victim to more entangles? Not just yet. The purges were really good in snake stick range, and that was a glorious fight for Fly.
And enough time for the expansion. Now standing is not sliding over the peons, surprisingly. He's got a whole bunch of lumber and crazy upgrades on the grunts. Wow. He's about to have 2-2 already.
Just started it here. 2-0 for the Night Elves. Is finished 2 or 2-1 actually. Finally some levels. 40. Educate yourself, please. There we go. Level 2, close to level 3. He has this mercenary camp still open. The Blade just check out the marketplace. Did he get anything fancy? Don't think so.
Shadowhunter level 4 here is huge. Ring. Good for the Blade in the late game.
Yeah. Even though the Blade Master has high base armor, it's never wrong to have a counter item to Acid Bomb.
Yeah. Like, armor does have diminishing returns. The more you got, the more, or the less effective it is from point to point. But I think like up to 10 armor, every point is pretty damn good.
Yeah, and you especially don't want to go into minus armor. Because that gives extra damage. How would minus armor work in real life, Reno?
Maybe you are like glazed with poison, and once you get hurt, it gets into your bloodstream.
Ah, that might be an idea.
Or
Here we
you're
go.
wearing a barbed wire
Ooh,
armor, and once you get cut, you cut yourself with a barbed wire as well.
Yeah,
That would hurt.
that would be Thorns Aura, I guess. Or the equivalent. Or, you know, just Thorns. Not the greatest ideas from us. Yeah, maybe Twitch chat knows a better metaphor for this. Keeper close to 3. Alchemist is 3, trying to distract. Joins the fray now. Did he shop? Yep, protection scroll and heal scroll. It's a pretty big commitment by 40 on 70 supply.
Could be mass lightning shield here. We don't have too many wisps. Are they coming now from the back? Lightning shield not used quite yet. Raiders in this late game against the heal spray pretty nice. Is he going to use the ensnares? And cooldown perhaps at the moment. Blade taking a lot of damage.
Blade!
Single potion is there. Wisp coming in for the Deado. Alchemist in trouble as well. Archers in the back, fairly well protected. Huge heal scroll. Drop protection coming in also. But Fly still with a big army though.
Yeah, supply even is never good for Night Elves. Lightning shield everywhere. Finally level 3 Keeper. He was missing that for so long, way too long. And everything seems to be falling apart for Fortitude. Does he have another heal scroll? I don't think so. But this is also one of the last grunts. He's going for the hero focus now. The ring is paying off big time. Focus fire. Archer's not strong enough.
He does have mirror image, doesn't he? Or maybe he didn't skill it yet.
Nope.
He's got a crit one and a windwalk one, though, right?
As far as I see it from here, yeah.
All right, but
Player's forces
Fly
are
holds
under
on, and normally
attack.
the longer this kind of game goes, the better it is for the Orc if the Night Elf isn't taken to tier 3. And he isn't. Fortitude in classic Fortitude fashion, just massing and trying with this tier 2 army, which will fall off more and more, especially as the Orc hero levels rise.
It's over, guys. You pick mirror image. Done and dusted.
Thank you, Todd. Keeper's waiting for the next heal scroll. 15 seconds. Fly, of course, knows this timing inside out, especially on this map. And this Keeper will not go shopping today.
Does he have no scrolls? Oh, he bought a scroll of the beast.
Okay.
That's pretty good. All right. 40 not out of this yet. He's a bit too heavy on hunts, I believe, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can he fight through this? 64 versus 72 Moonwells here. Or repair comes in immediately. Blade Master takes care of the acid bomb only on the grunts. Purge on the mirror image. On the illusions on the alchemist. Yeah, he dealt with that really quickly. Keeps the Berserker alive this time.
Shield into the back. Blade Master also finds the archers. Alchemist in trouble right away. Alchemist close to falling. Took so much damage. Where's the scroll of the beast? 40. There we go.
Too
now
late.
activating it. That's a lot more DPS. But the archers in the back pretty much all gone. So it might be the Alchemist getting focused here. There's an Invul Potion. One more. That's the last consumable that Fortitude has.
Ooh, Blade is entangled. Windwalk Purge gets out, is revealed, but can't reach anymore. And with that, the game continues, but Fortitude, without the What? He's going Vorpal Blades. That must be a misclick.
Okay.
Don't tell me he builds glaives against Shaman.
Yeah,
And
against
Kodos.
a Blade Master with mirror image. That's daring.
Or maybe he found a way to make Vorpal Blades work on hunts. That would be quite a surprise.
Oh, the Keeper getting caught. Oh, if there was an end snare here.
It feels like Fly is smashing every fight in this or on this map.
Town is under siege.
Yeah. Pretty clean game so far by Fly.
Under attack.
Good showing here. This is, of course, a very good Orc map. The one Berserker loss in the early game was painful and unnecessary, but other than that, has been looking good. 40 trying to buy time here with a bit of base harass. Is he taking tier 3 behind this? No. Just buying
Nope.
time for more hunts, I guess.
For more glaives, you mean? That was so weird, dude. Why? Oh, it must have been a misclick then.
A player's forces
Or
are
we'll
under
all be
attack.
surprised in a bit, but first of all, this Huntress is surprised. Facing all this Orc. Yeah, if an Orc has the supply lead on even tech, that's always a bad sign for Night Elves.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 more level ups for the Orc here unlocked momentarily. 4 and 5 on Blade and Shadow. Oh, and guess who's back? The Witch Doctor. The first sentry has been revealed right away.
Yeah, I mean, wait, it's a lot of vision. And
Yeah.
with that, he might scout the glaive throwers early, Remo.
And in the super late game, when it's all about army movement, that's when Witch Doctors and Sentry Wards are really good. But you know, not at 30 supply, please.
900 gold for Fly behind this attack. How's the scroll situation this time? Nothing on the Alchemist, only an Invul Potion on the Keeper. Fly got it again, got a Mana Potion too. He's very, very well equipped. Level 5 Shadow Hunter. Is he going for damage? Absolutely, it's Fly. He always goes for damage. 50 average damage Serpent Wards. Good luck, 40.
Level 2 mirror image as well. These things actually soak up a good amount of damage.
Yep.
And we see the end of the game. GG. Fly will equalize.
And I got worried for a second here for Fly, but you know he hung in there. Supplies were about even, and then he unlocked the mirror image, guys. Literally the best spell in the game currently, undebatable. Not arguably, like nobody would deny that. And suddenly, he's just crushing every single fight. He's breaking out of Entangle like it's nothing. And it's just easy life from there from him. I was worried that might be a 0-2 here, the way things were looking at some points, because Fortitude is so good at reaching 70 supply in a good position in the game. I gotta say, I gotta give him some props there. He really worked hard, but Fly now, he's unlocked the secret weapon. Can he keep it up? And no, it's not those doctors. I mean, even though he added the one, I was almost triggered. I got flashbacks of that previous series that they had when I saw the doctor. Thankfully, he only made the one and at the perfect time this game.
Had to get one in there. Okay, we decide this one on Northern Isles after a little break. Decision time, everybody. Is it gonna be the Revenge of Fly for the winner bracket semifinal? Will the Revengers continue with the third sequel, or is it gonna be Fortitude in the top 8?
I think it's supposed to be the revenge day here, guys. So I want to see that continue. I want to see Fly go through. And then for next match, actually, it will be Remind Colorful. Ah, but Remind is one of my best friends. Oh. Okay, that match will be the exception. Because Colorful, obviously, is he the favorite, you guys think, actually going up against Remind?
Yeah, for sure. That day might have been an off day. Maybe he wanted to... maybe he was surprised once again. Now he knows how Remind plays, could learn from that, had a couple of days off. And yeah, he will be ready. It's up to Remind to bring a new task, but I guess that's up for later. We're about to start this one here. Fortitude ready, Fly not yet, but for him it's most important, as you see, point ranking again. Fly needs the points from the quarterfinal. And if he's not winning this one map, he's not gonna fly to Stockholm.
And that is one of the biggest WarCraft events of all time. Judging from the prize money, it is the biggest of all time. You really want to go there, take a chunk of the prize if you can, and of course immortalize yourself in that huge tournament and try to get far, maybe even win. It's not going to be easy. All the best players from around the world will be there, from Asia, Europe, and America next month, starting on the 24th it is? No, 25th, right?
Yes.
25th. I can't wait, man. It's going to be so epic. We want to go there so bad. So do the players. Everyone wants to be there. And everybody wants to be a star, bro.
Have you ever been to Sweden?
Not me, no.
I spent a visit at Skutt's house when the Team Sweden had a boot camp. So yeah,
How'd you like it?
It was a very rural area. I basically saw Skutt's house and the supermarket, but it was a great time with the guys. Swedish people, top notch.
How about the food, though?
Well, I had surströmming, so can't say too many positive things.
What are the Swedish meatballs called again?
Swedish meatballs.
No. No, they're very famous. In all the IKEA cafeterias, they have them.
Yeah, Swedish meatballs.
Are they like köttbullar or something like that?
Yeah, köttbullar.
There we go.
I would love to get some surströmming with Todd, though. We should do that. Media day.
What is that?
Rotten fish.
What?
Yeah. Dude, you have to catch up on some YouTube videos. It's good, clean fun to open a can of surströmming. I can tell you that
Clean?
much.
Fun? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, you know, you open it underwater usually, so it's as clean as it gets.
Yeah, because the stench is so horrendous. That's why you do that. So, I'm not sure. I'm too tempted, Neil.
Remo,
You gotta try it out. Life is about experiencing new things, Remo.
It is true. But if they are super gross and painful, maybe you should leave some of them out.
But you know, maybe you like it. Maybe you end up liking it. You never know. You gotta try. And we try to get a win for one of these two players here on Northern Isles Fly. How about getting that mirror image on level 2? We'll see if he does it now. Here it is, Fly, bottom left-hand side. Fortitude, upper right-hand side. The next map decides who goes to the quarterfinal. And in Fly's case, if he's going to Stockholm or not.
Imagine out of nowhere, TC first.
No. Blade all the way. We can have a look at the skill build for sure. But apart from that, like Fly, if he can go for a Blade Master, he is going for a Blade Master.
Oh, he's sending out a Peon Scout.
Yep.
If this Peon goes to the Tuskar and he's aggressive against it, that could be dangerous for 40. But I think the shop is a bit late. I think the Blade is going to have to wait there around 5 seconds or so, which might just be too much time. But let's take a look at the scout pattern. The Peon is heading north to the natural, because what he really wants to prevent is a fast creeping of the natural. So actually he's not going to find out about the Tuskar creep. Okay, so Fortitude should be safely getting level 2 with this then.
And probably a big item. Imagine getting a big mana potion here. Entangle. And then there's nothing left to do. You are right. Fly would have to wait for the item, and he does. This early game is oftentimes about split seconds. And yeah, with that little bit of a delay, he's too late. Ogre Magi goes down. Potion of Invulnerability.
I really love this opening by Fly. I think also Lynn has shown it before. Run across the map, go for the circle at the shop, and steal the enemy consumable away. However, he does it even without a circlet. He checked with the Peon, so that there was no creep up there in the north, so the Blade is going over to the Tuskars to steal the Flesh Eater. It's pretty cool. That's normally always the second camp that the keeper will go for.
Can
Big
prevent
last
this.
hit here as well.
Can prevent it with Entangle and then just finish it, no? Oh, Windwalk. Nicely played around there by Fly.
Grunt already has to be careful. We all know what the keeper can do with those roots. Brings in the Grunt now, though.
Against that
Willing to
Tangle.
risk it. Yeah. It's especially once the first Huntress is out. That's when Grunts are really in danger. So maybe now Fly thinks, well, you don't have Hunts yet. It's not that much DPS. I can show my Grunts for a little bit at least.
We have the Huntress transition. We also have the very early Ultra Vision. That's a decent opening for 40, I guess, but the Blade Master is a distraction. And
Need to wake up the creeps.
A player's forces are under attack.
here we go. Staff goes to Fly.
Yeah, that's a very nice thing on Northern Isles. One of the things that makes it good for Orc here, you can be at the camp, wake up the creeps, the keeper has to run, and you get the staff. Almost every time.
So what now? How can you cause some more trouble? Trying to get peons, I guess, would be the Sonic style, but rather not seen in Asia here. So let's get some creep off the maps to slow down the Shadow Hunter. Oh, reveal
wow.
on the hunt.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Archer and Huntress down. And staff lost and no expansion yet. This is a disaster.
Disaster. Waiting for Todd to come in, but no, I need a soundboard for that.
Todd is nibbling on some cashews right now. He ain't got no time.
I think he would be able to multitask, but let's see. Claws also nice circlet too. Fly is having a very good run this game.
A town
Oh,
is under siege.
that Tight Runner survives. Lucky boy.
I spam these Windwalks though. It's gonna make tier 2 harassing pretty difficult. Now finally gonna go for the Flesh Eater for the consumable. Hoping for some scouting with that. Is that level 3 for the keeper here? I think it is, right?
Yeah, I think so too. With illusions, of course, you can creep a lot faster in the middle. Do you need that? You get an Alchemist anyway, one of the best hero combos to start creeping in the mid game. Sentinels for Fortitude trying to recover as tier 2 is finishing. Oh, the blade comes in.
Forces are under
Oh,
attack.
imagine if he sees the last hit. That's level 3 denied. Oh, is he gonna see it? Oh, it was so close. Oh, wow. 2 seconds late.
Scouting already for the Shadow Hunter creeping, but it's just Grunts waiting for the second hero. Spirit Lodge. Keeper has to
He
come.
staffed. He staffed north. Expo cancelled. The peon.
Oh! Man, just like Happy's Acolyte. Fly's Peon
Player's forces are under attack.
being able to staff onto. This is a really bad game for Fortitude.
Yeah, he needs to get some serious value out of the keeper. He's level 3. He's got full mana. He needs to find at least 2 kills. Ideally on the Shadow.
Gloves of Haste, there it is. Oh, Blade Master caught. Limited mana, but should be fine. Can use Sentinels, but should be able to survive that for sure. Peon in the main now. And yeah, it's really becoming an issue for 40 that constantly his expansions are getting shut down. Same as on Concealed. Builds a tree in the main again, but you know what? The Peon is still around. Don't tell me.
What's the staff? 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Dude, this could work out.
With the look at the inventory. Slippers, claws, gloves, circlet. Let's go.
Creeping for the Shadow here is pretty tough. Fortitude is sharking around the main. Bit of a semi-contain over here.
A player's forces
Needs to be
are
fast with the Entangle.
town is under
And with the dispo.
Running back to the main. That means one Grunt should certainly be dead. Aiming again for the Shadow. Counters around. Goes for a heal pot. But I think he's still dead. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah. Oh, able to walk out. But okay, another entangle secures the kill of the carry hero for Fly. And now he's portaling home before the Blade Master can get the kill. The peon is trying his damn hardest. The pickaxe, not good enough, is it? No entangle, no mana! So close, again a split second. And now will the Blade Master fall? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
He didn't cancel.
Oh.
Blade got the kill and got the level up.
Oh.
That was expensive. Shadowhunter's gonna be back soon. But the real question is, level 2 Blade. What's he gonna skill? He's thinking about it, Neo. He hasn't chosen yet. Alright, there we go. Crit it is.
Crit it is. Alchemist levels very low. Keeper mana very low. It's not good.
This peon has been amazing, by the way.
Yep.
Shout out to Pete the peon. Makes it back home half HP, and he sort of won this early game for Fly.
Private Pete getting a Medal of Honor once this game is over. And Fly, this expansion might be finishing first compared to the Night Elf.
And the huge problem is Fortitude can't be aggressive. He's got no moon juice. Alright, correction. He's got 1 moon juice with 100 mana. That's it. He's got hardly any mana on the Keeper. His units are hurt. Alchemist is not level 3 yet. But he did get some nice items on the Alch.
Entangle Acid Bomb, no staff, no invul, mana. But there's an owl. Bye-bye. Wouldn't be a lower bracket final Fly game without a drop Blade Master, would it? Yeah? Any comments?
You know?
Yeah?
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Remo.
I'm not gonna say it.
For the next games of Fly, I would suggest going mirror image to get out of those situations.
You know, that is an idea. That's something that has been flaunted before on this podcast. Broadcast, I mean.
The Neo and Remo show.
But again, mana is low on 40. But look at the shadow, just sneakily stealing one of these assets. Does he have a speed scroll? No, he doesn't. Oh, dude, if the shadow here dies. But he's got the telestaff. He should be fine.
The speed scroll was on the Blade Master, I think. Couldn't really go for it. So, big experience this Furbolg tracker. Low mana on the Keeper is definitely a problem. Man, this game is so close. Comes down to split seconds, as we said. Expo finally up. Fly shortly behind.
Is there a window again to cancel this one? 40 has been getting lots of Expo cancels. Oh my god, not again. Oh my god, he might get it. He might get the cancel. Shadowhunter staffing back. It's not that much DPS though. If he gets the cancel, he's back in the game.
Yep.
And he will. He will.
60%, 50%, dropping super fast. Okay, Fly. Time to cancel.
Fly's counterattack in a moment. Use Purge, take out Hunts. He knows this was very expensive in terms of health and mana lost for 40. So the counterattack could be very strong here for Fly. He's getting more experience, big mana on the Shadow. He's about to get level 3.
What a funny game this is. Love it. Archer transition by Fortitude. No tier 3, of course. Expo finally up, saturating the gold mine now. Keeper goes to the shop, gets the heal scroll. Exactly. He still has that invo potion, so he doesn't necessarily need it. Does he want more claws after all the investments? Probably not, just the experience. The big mana potion will be coming into play later. Wand of the Wind.
One grunt goes down, but these archers could be very exposed. Alchemist in trouble as well. Not quite level 3 yet. Speed scroll. Fly. Wasting his timing, maybe. Oh, a huge lead for Fly again. Is he again throwing it away? It would be tragic.
Blade Master has no invul. Can only... Oh, that he has to pop the mana potion to keep the Blade Master alive, and he does. Kills a couple of these archers, but not too many. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. How How about you, Remo? Are you having fun?
Oh yeah, tons of fun. It's a great back and forth. Could be the next big item here for Fly. Surround on the Overseer. Blade close to 3.
Devotion.
Very good item.
Yeah, one of the best against an alchemist. And here we go. Hero focus. Purge blocks himself a little. Oh, surrounded with a serpent ward. What a play. Has the heal scroll, but nothing else. Where's the alchemist? He could be the savior, but he's too far away. And has no staff.
Man, some heavy throws by both players here in this game. Nice Wand of the Wind against the heal spray, but there's so much heal spray on this alchemist still. And lots of Huns and Archers still remaining.
Wild Brawl. Keeper is back. Blade Master has an invul. Needs to go for a greedy play again. Only consuming the mana for the heal wave is enough. And the dust settles with both players having an expansion up now. Or in Fly's case, in a second. Well. Where do we go from here?
Well, look a bit scary there with Fortitude. Losing his first hero, but it's nighttime again now. Finally, there's Moon Juice regen. It looked so bad for him just a little while ago. But then it all turned around with a classic Blade Master loss. It keeps happening to Fly. He's way down in supply with a small army. But if the Shadow gets level 4, some miracles might be possible.
Mana's on the Shadow Hunter, that's good. Blade Master still has the invul, that's good. Fortitude pushing forward, trying to break this expo. Tower is gone already. Does he have the necessary forces? Only 60 supply for him, but it's a 20 supply lead. That seems to be enough here. Needs great execution now. Mana is looking okay. Not too many entangles, not too many treants. And Fly sharking around, going for that hero kill. This time he pops the invul potion fast. And just wants to force a TP.
Shall be successful. Really playing with fire, dude. If that was a crit. What the hell? He's running out of TP range. He wants to stay in here.
Okay. Interesting. But okay, he kills the shaman. That might have been a genius move. Blade Master, that was the last heal wave, I guess. Second last, maybe.
As long as the alchemist doesn't die, this was indeed nice. And there's no purges anymore, so hard to lock him down now. We have some serpent wards coming in, but all the grunts so hurt.
Oh,
Fly
the hunt
on his
damage.
last legs, getting eliminated perhaps right now.
He's not in the top 8. He needs the quarterfinal points. Alchemist needs to receive some crits here. Fly wants to get the chance. Here I say it! 2 in a row! Oh my! And he saves himself into Windwalk. Are you kidding me?
Keeper is back though with the heal scroll. Takes out one grunt and another one. It's going to be level 4 for him. More mana, more treants. The expansion under assault still in serious trouble. More upgrades coming in for 40 as well. Could go for a tavern res.
Oh, what the hell? Game literally on the knife's edge, but the Huns are demolishing this Great Hall. No chance to hold it, or is there? Just brute force 40.
Yeah, no repair anymore. The alchemist is back. He may not have mana, but at least he's bringing a body here into the battle. Wand of Illusion being used as well, and the Great Hall is cancelled again. The signature 40 move. He always gets these Great Hall destructions or cancels.
That's...
And the blade.
Yeah, bye Blade. He can't survive. This time the mana potion a little bit too late. Couldn't go for the heal wave there. And now it seems like curtains for Fly in the DreamHack circuit of 2021.
Nothing left here, seemingly 44 supply. Alright, but 40's got way more. Shadow finally level 4, but he needed that way sooner. Once again, Fly is not going to give this up yet. The Blade Master is reviving.
Of course, he's fighting for so much on this map. $200 at first, and of course participating in the top 16. Even more. So stay until the last man has fallen. And with a blade in Fly's hands, there's always a possibility to somehow come back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Certainly use these heal scrolls. I think it's only one though in the shop. Yeah. The heal spray though, doing its part as well. Good position. Fly coming in, flanking the archers from behind, taking them out right away. The lightning shield value on the one grunt is crazy. And the Shadowhunter is very strong.
Okay, the lightning shield looking good, doing some damage, but the healing, the sustain on Fortitude's side looks good, but as you said, no mana on the Alchemist anymore. Grunts are finding some archers while the Hunts are finding the backline. Fly has to eject out of that fight with the speed scroll. Is that Private Pete? Did he fall right now? Poor peon.
I'm afraid we will have to lay him to rest, Neo. But he will be remembered with great honor. And his legacy will be carried onward. Not by Fly, because he's probably dropping out of the tournament, but you know what I mean. Or can he still make it back? With crazy hero levels, things can happen. He needs level 5 Shadow, level 4 Blade. And then perhaps this is still winnable.
And the big red numbers. Give me those big red numbers if you're a Fly fan. Would love to see the cooldown on the heal scrolls. That's key. Mana on the Alchemist, also key. Blade Master checks this out. 55 seconds on the heal scroll.
This looks like a last-ditch effort. 20 supply lead. This has been done before by orcs.
Yeah. Clarity running already. Establish the snake pit. Get a good position and have the fight of your life. The World Cyber Games champion, not part of the World Championships 1 year later. That would be quite something indeed. Fortitude could kick him out right here, right now.
Archers in the back, fairly well protected. The Blade Master does find his way back there, though. Oh, the detonates from the west, draining so much mana from the Shaman. Healing on the Grunts, healing on the Hunts. Who's going to provide more sustain here for the front line?
Dead again! He couldn't staff out and time. There was no mana for the heal wave, and this must be it. One of the major damage dealers is gone. The Grunts are going extinct here because the AoE of the Hunts is just destroying them. 10 supply still between these two players, but if you look at the HP, there is a major difference. Another Shaman going down. Archers still alive. A lot of Hunts still alive. There is a potion to keep the Keepers safe. There's an Invo potion to keep the Alchemist safe. Hero potion... focus doesn't seem to be an option for Fly at this stage. And can these Hunts reach for a couple more bouncing kills? It could be a quad or pentakill.
With the fast move speed, they're trying to catch up, and the Grunts all running away. One's gonna split off, try to sacrifice himself for the good of the herd. Maybe he had the rabies.
We're approaching territory where Fly is not mining in the main anymore. And then how can he recover with a 25 supply lead and an additional gold mine for Fortitude?
$40 at the marketplace. There could be some good items in here. There's a big mana potion. I think that'll be worth the 400 gold.
First, it's about heal scrolls, and even more heal scrolls. Plus keeping the hero safe. Close to level 5 Alchemist. If orcs turned games around on lower supply, then with high hero levels, 5 Shadowhunter, sometimes even 6 Blade Master.
Not gonna be so easy in this game, though. Shadowhunter getting closer to that 5, but on level 4 you have a big experience punish from creeps. He's not getting so much XP from these camps.
Do you get experience for the skeletons that are summoned here at the Scorpion camp?
Yes.
Then he could farm them, you know, like the South Park boys in the WoW episode, just kill the little rabbits.
Just kill the boars for 5 days.
Yeah, that could be a way to level up. Neo's next level strategies, everybody. You heard it here first.
And Undead does that. Researches exuding corpses on wagons, brings more corpses there to be summoning skellies. Oh, Blade Master! Alright, Entangle was on cooldown. Forty has 1 heal scroll, a couple of potions, Elk about to be level 5, 70 supply, 2-2 upgraded Night Elf army. Fortitude ain't about that tier 3 life. He wants to finish this right here and now.
30 supply lead. It needs a major slip by Fortitude to bring Fly back into this game. Fly, a veteran, a multiple-time world champion. Does he have the strike of genius to bring it all back, or will 40 overwhelm him? Perch already, but the shadow melts are nice. He's saving a lot with that.
Yeah, super cool to see, even if in the ultra late game, the shadow melt coming into play, and you will oftentimes forget about these dust of appearance for the detection.
Alchemist close to 5, Shadow Hunter close to 5. One consumable on Fly's side, that's the Scroll of Healing. And 40's playing it relatively safe, right? I like it. Oftentimes, younger, less experienced player force the issue, run into a base where they have a disadvantage. Not him. It's all about making great hauls, not great.
Gets another cancel. This would be the perfect finish for him in this group stage. He's done it time and time again. Actually saving every single unit, making it back home. Didn't like the position there. He's going to play it safe. Has the perfect heal spray right after, upon arrival.
I gotta say, this is not looking like a happy ending for the Revengers. Fly was supposed to be the third one, turning the results of the winner bracket semifinals around, but 40 just too solid. He's barely making any mistakes anymore.
Players' forces are under attack.
Scouting in the middle, sees the opponent coming. This Blade Master never even got to level 4. Still no mirror image for him. He might get it later. But first he has to get a couple more kills.
On the flip side, 40 never tech to tier 3. 24-minute game.
He was looking for an aura, but not available in the marketplace. You still got the big mana. He's got lots of gold.
500 mana pool. Pretty crazy on this Alk. Close to 5/5 heroes. More reinforcements. Main is not mining anymore. Moves the Tree of Ages. Okay. Guess he has no staff anyway. So why not?
Without Nature's Blessing, this is going to take a while.
Yeah, you know, slowly but steady.
Little by little.
Good song.
Just like when you're carving a wood table. I have experience with that, Neo.
I can't imagine.
Alright, Shadow level 5. Has to be Serpent Woods, I feel.
Yeah.
He needs the damage.
Yeah, oh, Blade getting caught. There's a Sentinel. Has to reposition. Can't go to the backline. Great opening for 40 once again. It's just rock solid, banking 1k gold. So even if he loses major parts of his army, he could just rebuild.
The Wisp now coming in. He kind of forgot about them. In the late game, you do want to have them against the Lightning Shield.
Mana's getting kinda low-ish on the Alchemist. That's when Fly has to pounce.
I would love to see an offensive shop here by 40. Push in again. Make a shop to the left.
Fly's
Alk level
Expo.
5.
Fly's Expo is almost up. That's a lot of gold invested that didn't pay off yet. Fly just trying to survive. 1,500 gold in 40's Expo.
Repositioning. Archers once again protected in the back. Needs a bit more Wisps, I believe. Oh, that's Serpent Woods. Is that level 5? Oh, it
Yep.
sure is.
Okay, level 5 Alchemist though. Acid Bomb dropped into all the Shaman from downtown. Got a good dunk on that. Okay, Blade Master 135. Lightning Shield, Heal Scroll. Oh, there's so much happening. Fly's army is not looking too healthy anymore.
That Storm and the Grunt does a lot of damage. They're all suffering. Speed scroll away. Fly trying to get over to the expansion. There is a shop right there. He's trying everything to stay in this game, but he's still so far behind.
And now he's gonna get supply stuck in just a second as the Hunts are ravaging the former main base, where no mining is going on anymore, but all the production buildings. It's nice if you have gold, but if you can't spend it, what to do? And Fortitude, smart, decides, okay, if you are trying to go into a base race, I do have a building here. If you're not, I can just get mana potions.
So much gold. Fortitude can afford to lose so much army and remake it very easily. Even if he's only mining off of one base anymore. He's got a big bank remaining. About to run out at the natural as well, by the way. But of course the tree has moved over to the red camp. Tree of Ages, that is.
These might be the last moments of Fly in the DreamHack. Blade Master basically has to crit until the end of time. Archer's far away from this, but the Grunt can't reach. The Grunt will never attack these Archers with a position like this, and Fly is about to lose the Blade Master, and that would be so fitting if the final moments for him would be his signature move. But he stays in. Again, as long as there's mana on the Shadow Hunter, there's a slither of hope.
Now he seems to be out of mana, though. That was the last heat wave. We have some more lightning shields coming in, and certainly a couple of hunts are falling right now. But still, Fortitude always has a lot of backup, a lot of reinforcements coming in.
That's a tech gone, and if there's no tech, there's no potions. Without that low mana, Shadow Hunter can't turn games around. 30 supply lead still, and Fly has to rebuild his entire base. That is a mission impossible, especially without the Blade Master, because I can't make it in the altar. And has no supply.
Yeah. Ultra supply block basically can't make anything anymore. Credit to him though, for trying everything. Sometimes crazy things happen. Sometimes the opponent will slip up, will make mistakes.
Remote, you know what? 40 made Vorpal Blades again. But yeah. Oh man. It's a little sad to see Fly so desperate. But man, 40 is not mining anymore. His tree went to the bottom right where there is still, you know, creeps. So everything that 40 is losing now goes into his bank account, like this Archer right here. Fly still sees a chance.
It's a slim chance. You need Doctor Strange by your side to see this one.
Well,
so give it his all.
If you see that Remo does Marvel references, you know it's desperate times.
The Avengers, Neo, one of my favorite movies. As
Yep.
you know.
Yep. It's a little too artsy fartsy for me, but good for you, I guess.
You know, just love him. Just love him. Keeper almost level 6, by the way. He looks for an opening. Maybe focus the Keeper. But guess what? He's got an invuln as well. One more grunt and he gets that level 6. Or Serpent Ward. That's also enough. Boom!
Oh wow, Tranquility now. And no Hex to stop it. Fly's trying to rebuild the altar. Well, if he mines this entire expo, the entire 7k, might have a shot, but oh, this is a big Night Elf Death Ball. And an expansion on the upper left-hand side. Fortitude did a tremendous job in cutting down this Great Hall over and over and over again, tanking the damage from the towers because he has Tranquility and there's no way around it. No ensnare, no hacks, no nothing. Lightning Shield Grunts get a better position this time, though.
Between Tranquility and Heal Spray, just not taking damage. Alright, 100 falls now. And Fortitude finally looking to close this one out. Lots of Lightning Shield on the left-hand side. Heal Scroll committed. That was the only one for Fly. Out of mana also on the Shadow. Fortitude with level 6. Do we see, finally, Transmute? Yes!
Oh! Okay, that's of course a way to get even more ahead. Best ultimate in the game. As long as he has mana. But I guess that goes for almost all ultimates. 23 supply. No mana on the Shadow Hunter. Close to 6. And Tranquility.
Tranquility is ready again.
Yep. It's also
The late
very
game
good ultimate.
ultimates for the Night Elf. Absolutely sick.
And that's the last Great Hall. No source of income for Fly. Just getting demolished. Will we see big bad voodoo? It wouldn't change much, but it would be cool.
The Alchemist and the Keeper very strong on 6. Shadow Hunter not exactly known for having the best ult. Fortitude is waiting for the tap out. He knows he's got this game won, but Fly at least wants to enjoy his stay here as long as he can. Here he makes the great haul.
Yeah, he's trying all. He's trying it all. Probably.
He has Blade 3.9. All he has to do is get a little bit of XP and then Mirror Image comes into play, boys.
That's the comeback, boys. That's the comeback. You heard it here first. Look at that healing on the Archer. Oh my goodness.
It's so ridiculous. But of course, Night Elf has to get to that stage.
Oh, he
Pipes
stole it!
Gets out with a little bit of a smile, I guess. Fly is preparing the loudest and biggest bye-bye in his DreamHack run. Probably one of the saddest as well. Blade is back.
2 heroes and 2 shaman.
And a dream. Well, maybe 1 hero and 2 shaman. Ah, getting healed this time. Mana is so low though.
I would love to see Shadow and Blade now both being level 10. I wonder if they could do it then. It'd be kind of epic.
Peons are fighting with him. Tranquility again. With the Blade Master, we might get a couple of kills, but 40 is just right-clicking on this Great Hall, and there's no saving that. And no damage taken, really.
Looking for a transmute target. The shaman don't even give that much, but they give something. Blade level 4, boys. Here we go.
Doesn't have mana for Mirror Image, or? He didn't go for it. It's all about the crit and the big red numbers.
Come on, Mirror Image, one time.
Oh, Shadow Hunter falls, and that's it. Fly down to 10 supply, 5 peons and a hero, and nothing else. 2 gold mines running, level 7, level 6. GG! Fly out of DreamHack and the World Championships. Eliminated back to back.